Hi all, this is Dr. Dave Massack. I'm talking to you about my peer proofreading and editing platform, reciprocity.com. Check it out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're at all interested, check out the website. Today what I'm going to do is talk about incentives. So I myself, I'm a behavioral researcher. I'm a strategy researcher, so I study business strategy and how managers manage small corporations from sort of the entrepreneurial side. So I study entrepreneurship all the way to large corporations in large companies. And one of the things that we know within the literature that I study is incentives are incredibly important. Very, very important. And it's one of the reasons why I designed reciprocity in the way that I designed it. And I'll get into that at the end of the video. But I wanted to tell you about how I actually get rid of telemarketers. So I do know a little bit about the sort of incentives behind telemarketers. If you think about how telemarketers actually work, is that they have to call as many people as they possibly can throughout the day. And if they do that, by luck or by chance, they'll stumble across somebody that's actually going to purchase their product. So their incentive is to call as many people as they can. So the incentive to trick telemarketers to never call you again is to waste their time. So this is complete opposite of what you might actually do. Most of us will pick up the phone, right? And then you'll hang it up when you find out that the telemarketer is there. What you should actually do is pick up the phone and just have a long conversation with them. Just make sure that you don't purchase anything, though. So what I do is I'll sit there in front of my computer and do my work and listen to what they have to say and just ask them all sorts of silly questions, give them sort of silly answers. They might ask, I pretend like I don't know what they're talking about, and they have to explain to me 3 or 4 different times what they're talking about. They'll ask me for my credit card number. I'll go and get my library card number and give them my library card number. I'll just do all sorts of silly things like that, just waste their time as long as possible, because it's cutting into their salary at the end of the day, right? So what they'll do, and what I've had done in the past, is that they will promote you to another person. So you'll get promoted to perhaps somebody else that might try to convince you to purchase what they're trying to sell. And you get promoted and promoted, and eventually actually what happens is they hang up on you because they know that they're not going to make the sale. And on top of it, you get put into their do not call list. And it's kind of fun. I think it's hilarious to actually sort of mess around with them. So if you think of the incentives at what they're doing, you can actually dramatically reduce the amount of telemarketers you get. So I actually rarely get any telemarketers now since I've used this strategy. I've been using it for about 10 years, and it works. It works like a charm every time. So what I wanted to do, and I'm going to come back to reciprocity, is what I wanted to do is create a system that actually incentivizes people to give back, right? So that's the idea behind reciprocity, is that you have sort of a tit-for-tat strategy. It's actually a thing that's in economics or sort of game theory, where we think about tit-for-tat strategies, where you actually gain reciprocity credits by editing somebody else's work, and then you can trade those credits in for to get your own work edited by somebody else. And not only that, so you have this sort of you have the carrot to do as good a job as possible because you're giving back in the system, and there's sort of reputational benefits with that. But then there's also a stick, which is that there's a rating system behind that. So if you don't maintain a certain rating over enough documents, then you won't get access to being able to convert those credits into actual money. So I think it's a really cool incentive scheme to ensure that people are actually going to participate, right? So check out the website if you want. I could definitely use the help, or if you think this is interesting, check it out. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hopefully this is going to benefit you. I generally talk about things like related to sort of behavioral strategy, as well as sort of things that are related to the platform. So once again, thank you for listening, and have a good day. Take care. Bye.